let's get things started with your national days of the week. Monday, June 22nd, is National Onion Rings Day. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I can only think of one restaurant, fast food joint thereof, that does onion rings. There's only one. I don't think any other fast food joint does onion rings other than the King of Burger. I'm pretty sure the King of Burger is the only one that does onion rings. And my friend Danny Johnson has a fantastic joke. And I won't ruin it for you here. I'm going to say, if you want to see my friend Danny Johnson, look him up on the interwebs. He's all over them. His YouTube special, over 100,000 views. I'm so happy for him. He makes me happy because he's doing so well. And if you dig into the Johnson of Danny, the Danny Johnson of there is, if you dig into his comedy and you do a little, you're going to come across the finding your onion ring in your French fries. You're going to come across it, and it'll make you laugh. Because we've all been there. We've all done it. We've all been there. We've all received a fragment of an onion ring inside our French fries, and we all felt like the king that day. But I don't do his bit justice. So please check out my friend Danny Johnson anywhere fine comedians can be found. And think about that on Monday, June 22nd. National Onion Ring Day. Tuesday, June 23rd, is National Detroit Pizza Day. I don't know what there is to know about Detroit-style pizza. What I do know is that Detroit-style pizza, well, it's like if you were to tell a crackhead how to make pizza. That's what they would do in Detroit. Probably meth, not crack. I don't know if anybody does crack anymore. Probably meth. But, hey, I need you to make some dough and some sauce and some accoutrements and put that in the oven and bring that out. Okay, saith Detroit. Let's do that in the weirdest way possible. Is it really weird? People love Detroit-style pizza, and I don't get it. I like New York-style pizza. Here it is. A dough, sauce, meat, cheese. Done. But no, they got to make it all like Sicilian and square cut and large and fried. I'm not a fan of Detroit or people from Detroit or the stupid pizza that they make in Detroit. I'm not a fan of any of those things associated with Detroit. Screw the Tigers, screw the Lions. Have I eaten Detroit-style pizza? Absolutely. Just not too long ago, it was National Pizza Day, and I bought Detroit-style pizza for my workmates, and we ate that together. So, yes. I'm just going off on the ridiculousness of anything Detroit-styled. Okay? That's what I'm saying there. Moving on. I'm going to be listening as I'm doing some work around the house, not participating. But yet you are participating. And thank you for that, Robert. Everybody loves Robert. Robert. Everybody loves Robert. Not true. No one loves Robert. I'll get you. I will say things to make you want to participate. That's for sure. Oh, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wednesday, June 24th, is National, International, Intercontinental, Worldwide, Global, Galaxy, Interstellar. It should be all of those things. It's National Bring Your Dog to Work Day. Trying not to get verklempt already. But I rarely was able, I mean, we don't have, I work for the government. We don't have bring your dog to work days. We have weird people that bring their dogs to work because they're service animals. Okay, yeah. What's that chihuahua going to do to you when you fall down in a diabetic freaking... What's the chihuahua going to do? Bring you a licorice? Look, I don't have a lot of issues. I got a lot of issues. But service dogs, emotional support animals, all of them, it's just people seeking attention. You know, here I am. If you are blind and you are walking with a dog, I get it. I 100% get it. If you experience trauma once upon a time and you got a little toy chihuahua that makes... No, I don't get that. It's not that I don't feel for you. Everyone has their own things. But you don't get special treatment for a lot of it. Okay? Blindness deserves special treatment. Where am I going with this? Oh, take your dog to work day. I love the thought of taking your dog to work day, but it doesn't have to be a service animal. It doesn't have to be an emotional support animal. It just has to be an amazing dog who knows not to pee or poop in the office. That's all they need. Me and Zeus, we would go to my office on the regular, but it was on the weekends when no one was around. And I love the fact that he knew exactly where I worked. We would walk in. I work at a really, really large building. And there's no one there on the weekends. And we would walk in the door, and I would take him off leash. And he would lead me to my office. When I say lead me, like he would get up ahead of me, and then there was an intersection, and he'd look back at me to make sure I was still with him. Like, come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. I knew we're going. Come on, Dad. And he'd make the left. And he'd go to the next intersection, and he'd look back at me. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. I know where we're going. And he'd make the right. And he would go down this long hallway all the way to my door. And then he would sit in front of my door. Like, come on, Dad. This is the door. This is it. This is the door. And it was. God, that dog made me so happy. And then we would go in. I'd do what I needed to do. And then we would leave. And when we left, it was the same procedure. He knew how to exit the building as well. Come on, Dad. Come on. I know. Come on, let's go. I am verklempt. So verklempt. And think about that on Wednesday, June 24th. National Take Your Dog to Work Day. Now I can clear up my fucking eyeballs, and I'll edit that out later. You had me laughing and saying everybody loves Robert, but then I cried. No. Everybody loves Robert. Not. God, man, I can't tell you how much that dog affects me. Hey! Just got an image from Brandon Stibb. Let's see what old the Stibbsters got there. Oh, he's making bread. It looks delicious. He's a bready. He's a bread guy. All right. Still fucks me up. Sorry. I'll cut that out. How bad do I look? Thursday, June 25th, is National Catfish Day. I've eaten all kinds of fish. I've eaten fish cooked so many different ways. But there is no more of a distinct flavor in my mouth hole than fried catfish. I love fried catfish. I love fish. I've eaten fish for years and years and years. I love fish. But if you were to blindfold me and put a series of fishes in front of me and said, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? For the most part, I would like, grouper? I don't know. Flounder? I don't know. But if it's catfish, specifically of the fried variety, I am 100% going to know what that tastes like. Every time. Every time, fried catfish, sold. And I don't eat it. Like, decades. I've had a lot of fried cod over the years. You know, for your fish and chips, the only fish you can use is cod. And the best fish and chips in the world, has at Roy's Fish and Chips there in Gibraltar. If you don't believe me, go there. Prove me wrong. It's a gigantic piece of fish. It's deep fat fried in beer batter. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And anyone who's ever been to Roy's Fish and Chips in Gibraltar will attest. And I have tried fish and chips everywhere in the world. None is better than Roy's. None is better than Roy's. But what they don't do is they don't make catfish into fish and chips. Well, what is fish and chips? It's fried fish and French fries. I guess maybe if you go to a catfish-rich environment like Tejas, like go back to Texas and say, I'd like some fish and chips, please, you're probably going to get catfish. Oh, you can eat every Friday night catfish. God, I can't, I just haven't had it. And I know the flavor, I know the texture, I know everything there is to know about having fried catfish in my mouth right now. But what I don't know is when was the last time I had fried catfish. I think it's been decades. Decades! I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to have some fried catfish soon. Maybe on Thursday, June 25th, National Catfish Day. Friday, June 26th, is National Coconut Day. It puts the lime in the coconut. It drinks it all up. Yes, National Coconut Day. Now, most people have a hard time getting a hold of coconut. If you go down to the Bahamas, they'll make you a really, really cold drink inside a coconut shell that's got the coconut meat inside it. You drink the drink, and then you eat the coconut. In theory. But I don't know if you know this or not, but eating coconut meat is a challenge. It's difficult. It requires the smashing and the breaking and the tearing. There's a lot of violence in eating coconut meat. Unless you buy coconut meat on Amazon. They give me a big old jar of it. And anytime I have the tropical urge to enjoy some coconutta, I untwist the top, stick my hand in, and pull out a piece of coconut meat, and then I eat the coconut meat, and I feel happy and satisfied. Is it as good as the straight off the tree coconut? No. Do I live in Puerto Rico? Also, no. Or the Bahamas? Or other places where you may refined coconuts, St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm just trying to, I don't know where. I think of a lot of places that I didn't see coconuts that I kind of expected to see them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the coconut is, aside from a nice liquid beverage if you are dehydrating. What the coconut is the container of a meat that's tasty and delicious. And you go to the store, they will sell them here. Explain this to me, okay? You go to the store and they've got coconuts that they've taken the husk off of. But it's still the hard coconut shell that you have to get through. You're not doing me any service by taking the hairy nutsack off of the coconut and leaving me the hard crustacean that is a coconut. You're not doing me any favors, but you're upcharging me for that. And I don't like being upcharged for that. Anyway, get you sell some coconuts on Friday, June 26th. National Coconut Day. I'm going to take a quick sip. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but the AC decided to kick on. I've probably done this before, and I'm going to do it again, because what I say is what I believe. Saturday, June 27th, is National PTSD Awareness Day. I have issues with PTSD. Yes, I have issues with PTSD, but I also have issues with PTSD because I don't believe it's a disorder. I don't believe having vivid memories of things that you participated in, that you were a part of. I don't believe having vivid memories of those things is a disorder. I think that's how the brain works. You do things and the brain remembers. And the more amazingly impactful that thing was that you did, the more vividly your brain remembers. It's not a disorder. Look, I'm not pretending to be this fantastic war hero, okay? Before I was a combat veteran, I was diagnosed with PTSD. Why? Because the psychiatrist in her book with the number 5 on it believed that if you have experienced a lot of death, then you're going to have PTSD. And I wasn't having PTSD. I have vivid recollections of all of the death that I've ever experienced. The first decapitation, the first traffic fatality. I remember them all. It's not a disorder. It's not a disorder for your brain to remember the things that you went through. In fact, it would be a disorder if your brain forgot the things that your brain went through. That would be the disorder. Now, there are definitely people out there who have experienced a lot worse than I ever have. Okay? And it's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad to remember that you saw things, bad things, horrible things. It's not bad. It's not a disorder. It is your brain just remembering that you did and saw things. It can be stressful. So I'm okay with the P, the T, and the S. What I'm not okay with is the D, because that's where people make money off of you. It's okay to have post-traumatic stress. You went through something, it was traumatic, it's stressful. Afterwards, post-traumatic stress. It's in the title. What I can't stand is disorder. Disorder, disorder, disorder. It's not a disorder. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. I am happy to know that more and more people that have been diagnosed with PTSD are now all starting to say, it's not a disorder. I just remember the things. And the more vivid the things were, the more vividly I remember them. Now, on that same note, if you believe you have a disorder and you need to talk to somebody, do it. Do it. Okay? Go pay money to people who want to listen to you. If you're at the end of your stress disorder and you're thinking about doing horrible things to yourself, go talk to somebody. Hell, talk to me, man. Send me a message. I'll tell you, don't do it. It's okay. It's okay to have memories. But if your memories are taking over your life, if you believe you have a disorder, go give money to somebody who's going to try to convince you that you're okay. Or listen to me every week on the Lunsby Show, where I'm just going to tell you, you're okay. We've all been through it. We'll all get through it. It's not a disorder. Think about that. On Saturday, June 27th, National PTSD Awareness Day. To your comments. And there's only one commenting. Roy is the best fish and chips in the world. I'd slap someone who disagrees. I agree. I took you there to prove a point. I took you to Roy's to prove to you that there's no better. There's no better fish and chips in the world. Let's do this one. Sunday, June 28th, is National Tapioca Pudding Day. I'm not a pudding fan. But if you were to line up a bunch of puddings in front of me, chocolate, vanilla, tapioca, are there any other puddings other than chocolate and vanilla? I don't know. I don't think I've ever... tapioca, rice, which I think is just tapioca, chocolate, vanilla. These are the only four puddings that I am aware of. If they come in different flavors, I don't know if I've experienced... A lot of yogurts. There's a ton of yogurts, especially with the proteins. Got to have the proteins. But when it comes to pudding... Jell-O, plenty of Jell-Os. But when it comes to pudding, I only know of rice, tapioca, chocolate, vanilla. And I'm curious if tapioca and rice are the same pudding. Same thing, different label. Or it's rice pudding, tapioca pudding without the cinnamon. I don't know, okay? I looked at this the same time you heard me say this. I have not done my research on pudding. But with these four puddings that I can think of, vanilla, chocolate, rice, tapioca, I'm more inclined to enjoy the oca of tapa. I like the tapioca. And I haven't had that in probably as long as I haven't had fried catfish. It's been a long time. But I can taste it. I can feel it. Here's the problem with pudding in general. Pudding, number one, comes in very small serving sizes. And you put a spoon in, and you've basically emptied the container. And you put it in your mouth, and then it just goes down your gullet. It's gone. But tapioca... It's got some consistency. It's got a little M word that involves chewing. Mastication. There's a little bit of mastication involved. There's a little chomp, chomp, chomp. Not much, but something. I find myself eating foods that just slip down my gullet. Cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese. It's high in protein. It's low in calories. And it just slides down your gullet. Well, I want to chew something. I need some mastication. I need my teeth need to feel like they're involved in the process. And with all the puddings that I can think of, with the exception of rice and tapioca, there's no mastication at all. But tapioca has got some cinnamon in it. I really want to put those side by side. I think I've correctly identified the difference between rice pudding and tapioca pudding is cinnamon. That's the only difference in the two. I'm not going to Google it. Why Google it? Why stress somebody's water supply to figure out if I'm right or wrong? Just accept the fact that I'm right. And an experiment for yourself on Sunday, June 28th. National Tapioca Pudding Day.